It's been 3 months post brain surgery. The physical recovery went by quickly, but the mental recovery has pushed my boundaries. I've been allowing my brain to heal. I've had no issues with that. It's the lack of side effects that has challenged me every day. Slowly getting back to taking on more responsibilities, thinking to myself as I take on more, to do mental checks on myself to make sure that I'm operating smoothly. If I'm getting stuck or running out of solutions, I just stop. Take a lap, take a few focused breaths, and then return back to that activity. It's crazy, but hear me out. I've had this consistent thought that I'm slipping. When you think, you perceive it to be reality. And this is a crazy thought because when I go back in time to when I went through brain cancer when I was 3, 4, 7, 17, I've had these wild side effects afterward. But now I'm not really experiencing any of that. And so my mind will slip a little bit and I'll start thinking, oh, my right hand isn't performing as well, or what is going on with my right foot, or am I not doing things right? And I get into this rabbit hole and then I stop, take a lap, take a couple focus breaths, return back to the activity, and I can push those thoughts out of my mind so I don't perceive it as my reality. But here's the thing. Last week, I had a physical reaction where I was just doing my thing in the morning, buttoning up my shirt, getting ready for work, and my baseline that I know myself to do that activity, my right hand started to slip a little bit and it was noticeable. And again, I had to just take a lap, breathe, and just focus. And I'm just like, no, this is not happening because I've claimed all these thoughts just to be placebo, that because I think it's my reality, and that's placebo. But when I had this physical reaction, kind of lost all mental structure there, but I had to bring it back and put myself back in check. And it's been strange in these 3 months of just slowly getting back to taking on more responsibility. I have to remind myself that in this time, I published my first book about recovering from adversity and how that's a lifelong skill. And this whole idea of neuroplasticity. In fact, I've purchased some books to catch me up on how the mind works, to just get myself a bit more involved with the jargon and what people have discovered. And so not only do I have this book, which the first pre-orders of those lucky people that's going out tomorrow, my buddy Connor and I started our own podcast to talk about the patient experience. A new episode dropped today, actually, so take a listen and it will pull at your heartstrings. So, all this placebo thoughts that I've been having of, no, I'm going to have these disabilities because I had them before. But the advancements in different therapies and brain cancer research has led to this almost perfect brain operation that I had about 3 months ago. So tomorrow is my first MRI follow-up, first imaging to see how well the neurosurgeons did. So I'm looking forward to that, and just to squash all of these placebo thoughts that I've been having. But I just have to keep reminding myself that I'm doing good. I'm going to work, getting my tasks done. I got the book published. I got the Max Your Brain team amped up, and we're making big moves. And I'm taking on more responsibility to be a better self-advocate for myself by learning more about the brain. And as I learn, I'll share that with you. And then for those of you who think that there is a activity that is just out of your range, a relationship that you want to better build, a disability that you might have, and your thoughts are saying, no, I can't get better, this channel is going to really hone in and focus on my right hand here, because this is the baseline I had prior to surgery, and I couldn't really get at my pinky, but bam, check that out. Bam! I can get all the way across and then back. So this channel is to see me do that as quick as my left hand. There we go. I want to get back to ambidextrous in my left and right sides of my body, and to really prove out this idea of neuroplasticity. So I'll check you in the next video, imaging tomorrow, to see how the neurosurgeons did. Get a copy of my first published book. I'm pretty stoked about that, and appreciate y'all keeping updated on the content that I'm putting out, and to definitely share this with those that might be going through a bummer of a day, that might need a little pick me up. Cheers.